The broadcast is
We're
live.
live. We're live.
All right, let me go
And
ahead.
the sun is not out.
Oh,
So
wow.
while it may never rain in Southern California, it does rain here.
Right?
It's not supposed to. It's just overcast until about 11 our time.
Oh,
So by the time we're signing off, the sun will be coming out.
okay. All right, let me.
Yay.
Okay, good. We're good here. We're good here. All right. All right, good.
Yay.
Yay. All right. I'm going to be basic and text this link to a couple of people who I have to text the link to every time.
Gotcha.
And it's so funny. I always forget that my mother-in-law is on here because she never says anything. She never types the
She's a
thing.
lurker.
She's a lurker. And then she'll say something like, "Oh, girl, that lipstick you had on the other day." And I'd be like, "Oh." But she's a definite lurker.
Tell her to get in the field.
I know.
All opinions are welcome.
Yes, they are.
She's just not allowed to tell us to watch our language.
Right.
I mean, she could say it, but
she would never, because hers is just as bad. Well, not just as bad. She don't use the F word unless she's calling somebody that.
Oh, well, it's nice to have rules.
Yes, exactly.
I know my people are spread out all over the place, so I don't know who's coming today.
Yes.
Someone is in Jersey at a wedding. Someone is going to a concert in Boston. I mean, it's just like everywhere. So
yes,
it might just be me and you. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I doubt that, but even if it were, that would be great. That would be great because I do enjoy talking with you, my friend.
Indeed. All right, if you ain't here, holla, let us know. Let us know. I'm still recovering from Vegas.
From Ursher.
Listen.
Okay, let me interrupt because for those who are on the last broadcast, you may have noticed that Tamika doesn't have those braids anymore that she had just gotten from the last broadcast.
So here's the thing. I've reached a point in my life where I don't have to squeeze all of the value out of whatever I paid for the hair. There was a time where I was like, no, I gotta have these for like 6 months. Good morning, Bev B. That time has passed.
Yes.
I got them specifically so that I would not have to worry with molding and all of that foolishness while in Vegas. And once I got back, it was like, okay. So they lasted 8 days. I have not had cornrows since, I think I went to Mexico in 2005. And I had some, and they probably lasted about 2 weeks. I'm just not that person. I'm a box braids girl.
Yeah. Hey, Meta. Colby just got hers done for our trip that we're about to have. And I was like, oh, you're going to get the lemonade braids again? Because they looked so good on her, if you remember.
They were cute.
And she was like, no, we going to be box braid.
Yes. There's something about, like, I wasn't fully prepared for the constant pull on my scalp. So, with box braids, there's the initial, okay, I know you don't know, but there's you have a head full of hair. And, at first it's like, oh, okay, but then you get used to it and it's,
heaviness or just
you get used to the heaviness and it just becomes, you can manipulate it and you can do all the
different styles.
The way that I had my cornrows, like there was only so much I could do and everything put so much. It was just like, okay. And it was itchy. I'm still scratching. Like I'm still like,
really?
So yeah, I was in there with the rat tooth comb and, just kind of already slapping my head. And, I had the olive oil spray and I had some other stuff to put on my scalp, but I was just like, okay, see, now I'm doing the most because I'm back home.
Right.
So
it was no longer sparking joy.
No longer sparking joy. So I broke out the scissors And while I was finishing up, while we were dating, I was. So.
Yes. Okay. Well,
I think it's a little bit of
yes.
a bald spot, but.
So you were saying you were recovering still.
Yeah, Usher was amazing.
Hey, Dawn.
Hey, D. I've never seen him in concert before.
Me either.
I was never pressed to see him in concert before. And so let me rephrase. I saw him in concert on television.
Right. Yeah.
He did his thing from Madison Square Garden back when Confessions was a new album.
Right.
And I was like, oh, that's a good show. That seems like a good show, but I just wasn't. Yeah. Usher let us know he still got it.
Yeah.
And he reminded us that you still want it.
Right.
And I'm gonna just leave it at that, because I had no preconceived. I was like, oh, it's gonna be fun. We're gonna troll through the hits, and and it was like,
okay.
What just happened? What did he? He's on skates. I'm sorry. That was like the best part of the show. Like, that was early in the show, and I was like, he's dancing. He was, doing Atlanta dances on the skates, and I was like,
gotta love it.
All right, and so that's what we're doing. That's how we're feeling. Okay. You got me. It was like, I want to come back to this show in a few months and see how it has evolved, because yes.
How long is his residency?
Till January 1st. So I think he's doing shows Fridays, Saturdays, and Wednesdays.
Okay.
From what I can tell.
Mm-hmm. So what was the COVID situation like in the room?
Okay, so it was Vegas. So let me just
that's why I asked.
And this is what I will say. Mm-hmm. There were masks. There were not masks. Mm-hmm. It was a sold out show. I think they said there were like 4,300 people.
Wow. In
the Coliseum, which is different from a sold out show at, say, Phillips Arena or State Farm Arena or whatever. But people were being responsible. So, even though masks came off because it got hot, people were up, they were dancing. People were still kind of like,
right.
You close. You know what I'm saying?
A little wary.
You close. And then it was, so nobody was tripping if you had them on, nobody was tripping if you didn't.
Yeah.
Yes, we were up, up on the street like this, because everybody was out there, but also from the last time that I was in Vegas, it wasn't wall-to-wall people 24 hours a day. Like when we went out in the middle of the day, nobody was out. Like, first of all, it was 110 degrees. So there was that. Right. What's up? But I didn't have the anxiety that I thought I might have about just being among, in the crowd. And I just kind of took my cues from, we went to a restaurant and the hostess was wearing a mask. Then, we were like, all right, masks are up until we start eating. If we went there and the hostess wasn't wearing a mask and, people, but they had tables like separated, don't seat anybody here. And so, hey, Salty, hey, cheetah girl. It was kind of like that. So, I just tried to breathe through it, and for lack of a better phrase, and keep it bumping.
Good. Yeah. And it was worth it. It was fun. It was
worth it. Vegas owes me nothing.
Yeah.
Vegas owes me nothing. Usher owes me nothing. Yeah.
Okay. So before we officially start, because we've been talking for 10 minutes and haven't even officially started the show, we got to do our t-shirts.
Oh, let me take down the banner.
Yep.
I'm silently correcting your grammar.
Love it. I have a little placard on my desk at work that says that.
Yes.
Love it, and it's true.
It's true.
It's true at all times.
It's true.
I have on a shirt that you would love. T, you would love this shirt. It has all the writers. I've got Inchizaki Shange. I've got Pearl Clegg. I've got Toni Morrison. It's hard to do these words. But it's got all the writers. I've got Audre Lorde. I've got everybody. This was given to me for my B day by one half of one of our partners by the Spike Sweet Tea.
Gotcha. Yes.
And love it.
Nice.
So yes,
nice.
I think you would love this. You might need one.
Yes, I'm looking at it. I'm like leaning in close to see who all's on there. Yes,
Maya. It's hard to do it in
Maya.
Yeah. But yeah, and I was talking about Pearl's book last week. But yeah. Anyway, yes.
Well,
so let's do this.
Well,
hey y'all, thanks for being here.
What's up? Oh, that's the other thing. I haven't been to a concert in so long. So before the show started, you know how they have like music playing while people, they were playing all the hits, unedited. I mean, you know, from our youth. So Busta, you know, they were playing So Def, Bass All Stars. Hello, Thayao, and I was like, oh yes,
that's
I read recently that Jermaine Dupri was at the show at that show, and I was like, okay, but because I thought everybody went to the Saturday show, I was at the Friday show, but whatevs.
Okay.
Anyways, hey, glad to see everybody. Whoop whoop whoop. Yes, Bev, I saw your message. Dropped him off this morning. Yeah, I had to text him because he didn't say that he was at the airport, that he was through TSA, like he doesn't know me. So anyway, he let me know that he landed. So anyway, welcome to Twofer Tea, y'all. We back at our regularly scheduled time for the moment. You know, it's summer. It's vax summer, so you know we out and about.
And I will be out of the country for the next 2 Saturdays. So.
So we are sorry, I'm looking at the chat. I'm not paying attention to what I'm supposed to be doing. The title of today's show is 1 Step Forward, 2 Steps Back, for obvious reasons.
1 step forward,
2 steps back. You know, I spent like 5 minutes trying to remember what the hook was to that, because I was like, we come together. Because I finally got it, but I was like, I'm not going to use the first part. But anywho, welcome to Twofer Tea. Visit our blog site to learn more about us if you don't already know, and everybody in here knows us. So we're expecting that you're on the blog all the time just to see what's new. We're 2 friends, 2 writers, 2 very big opinions, and sometimes we agree. I mean, more times than not, we agree, but it's so much more fun when we don't.
Right.
See Monique's comments. Anyways, we want to thank our partners, Creative Sippin', Curly and Spiritually Fit, Melanin Mindscape, Disrupting Balance, Spike Sweet Tea Podcast, Gluten-Free Black Girl, and Clay Botanics. More about them at the end of the live. So let's get into it. Engage with us. Y'all know what to do. I mean, like, hit us up in the chat. Right. And if you say something particularly interesting, funny, lewd, inappropriate, appropriate, we will put your comment up for everybody to see, because we're streaming on multiple channels and everybody can't see everything. Okay.
You know what we haven't done yet? We haven't invited anyone else into we haven't had a threesome.
We have not had a threesome.
And we have that
over a year.
I know. We have that capability much easier.
Much more now. Yeah. We could have like a tinsome.
Yes. I mean, if you want to ever get in, if you want to actually get in, say so in the comments and let's try it out and see if we can.
We just add somebody.
Add somebody.
Send you a link, boo. Send you a link. So we're gonna get started. You know, it was hard coming up with topics this go round.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, it's probably because I'm not on social media. So
that's exactly what it is. So when I started sending you stuff, I was like, now I wonder how much of this stuff she has even heard about.
I had so much to do because I was like, what? Oh, what? Oh, yes. So, yeah. All right. But our first one,
you organized it.
Mm-hmm. I did. Well, I just tried to, we try to descend into the fuckery.
Absolutely.
And so I didn't do a great job of that this time, because the good news is pretty good. The here for it part is we're pretty here for it. So, Blorgy.
Meta seems skeptical about the tinsome.
I'm just making up words. It's Saturday morning. It's early where I am.
Yes, I love your mug too. So
Thank you.
cute.
I meant to tell you to use your K mug.
Oh, sorry.
Next time.
Yeah, next time.
Next time. So in our A block, this is our here for it. We're here for it. And honestly, there was not a lot to be here for besides pressure. But anyway,
But I'm absolutely here for, and I'm sure there are some varying opinions on this, but I'm absolutely here for Dr. Dre's wife on the come up. Hey, Deb.
On securing the bag. Hey, Deb.
The perpetual bag.
Listen.
Okay, so Grand Dame Queen, who's not in here today, I don't think, but commented on social media that if she had secured this bag, she would never be seen in public on a date ever.
Ever.
You're not ever gonna see me with another dude. All my dates will be at home with a private chef
and an NDA.
And an NDA. I ain't ever getting remarried.
Not never.
Not never. And if I'm with a dude, you will never know it.
Never.
The bag. You got
to just show y'all.
Yeah.
Because when I saw it, I was like, bloop.
Agreed, Salty. He's a bully. And she's been with him forever. So she helped
24 years.
Yes. So it's not like he did all of that on his own. She helped him. She was his partner. Even if she wasn't his partner in the business, she was his partner in life as that wealth was accumulated.
Yes. $300,000 a month.
Mm-hmm.
A month.
1
month per 30 days.
Yeah.
Let's see. What could I do? $300,000 per month. What couldn't I do?
Anything you want to.
And that is exactly what the fuck I would be doing. Whatever I wanted to.
Please understand that.
A month.
Now, don't get it twisted. I don't think that everyone deserves to step away from a marriage and get rich because you earned your MRS. I don't believe that's always the case. But you're talking about a 24-year marriage. They weren't married 3 years. He didn't come into the marriage a billionaire. You know what I'm saying? And I'm certain, I'm not certain because I'm not an attorney and I wasn't privy to the proceedings, but I would imagine that they considered wealth that was accumulated during the marriage and not what he had earned, as part of NWA, which I'm sure was paltry.
Yeah, but also all the production, all of the, beats, all that stuff that he did. I mean, and dude, you're in California. That is a community state.
Yep.
The end, full stop.
The end, full stop.
Everybody else,
like I don't always agree with.
Right.
But
she didn't just get here.
Right.
And Dr. Dre he's no saint. So the shit she was likely having to put up with, the things that she was having to read about her man that were not totally untrue.
Right. The things I'm sure she endured physically, because you're not a bully and just a bully to one person. You're just, you're a bully. Yeah. The chronic going forward and beats. There you go.
Perpetuity.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and that's a fraction of what she asked for. She asked for $2.5 million a month.
She did.
And they're still figuring that out.
But you know what? I bet she was playing that. It was one of those ask for it all. And then you'll get what you really need or what you really want. Go wild with the ask and see what you get. Because I'm not mad at $300,000 for spousal support.
And I mean, Dr. Dre is never going to be broke, even paying that amount of money. And what I need people to understand is, and I've said this before, we understand emotion. They understand business and money.
Yep.
So when I can't get you to see me and treat me, then I got to hit you where you live. And that's where you live. That's what you feel. That's what will make you cry. That's what will make you feel something. And so welcome.
Right. But beyond that, and I'm with you on that, but beyond the make you feel it, she deserves it. She deserves it.
It's the lifestyle. Chris Rock had a joke about it, but it's real. It's the lifestyle to which she's become accustomed. And you can't sign your name on a piece of paper and end the marriage and be like, okay, go figure that shit out. Right. That's not how this works. No, that's not how any of this works. Nope. I've seen their house in Woodland Hills. When this kid B was doing his thing in LA, the person that he was interning for lived in that neighborhood. I saw that house. That's but one home in Woodland Hills. There was the Pacific Palisades, there was Malibu, there was all the, so again, I mean, like, you don't go from that to living on, Crenshaw, because that's what you can, because you left with what you came with. That's not how this works. It's not how it works. So just get over that shit.
Yeah, because if that's the way it works, why don't you leave with what you came with? Because you didn't have this shit when you came into this marriage.
You had a record, and by I mean a police record.
Right, a rap sheet.
Right, you had a rap sheet.
A rap sheet. A rap sheet.
some owed money from Jerry, and that little whack ass keyboard that you were trying to make the and a hoopty. So take that shit.
Yeah, and some death threats.
Morning, Diva.
Some threats against your life.
So we're here for it.
Right.
$300,000. Yes, you're gonna take the ice trays.
Right.
All of it.
Exactly. Refrigerated door. Okay. You've seen those videos where the people it's like take things that will slightly inconvenience your ex. They're like people taking like the light bulbs, the doorknobs, the toilet seat, the door to the dryer.
I love it. I love it.
That's the vibe I would be on.
That is the vibe I would be on, because I am petty.
Okay.
I am petty that way. I would take we don't really listen to CDs anymore, but follow me here. I would take all the CDs out of their actual cases and put them in different cases and put them right back on the shelf in alphabetical order the way you had them.
Yes.
And just wait.
There you go. Colby said she would take all the remotes. Just all the remote controls.
I would take the batteries. You can have the remote. I would take the batteries.
Because then you got to go and program it.
But you don't want to get up and go get you're going to try to, and you're going to be mad. You're going to be mad for a minute. Yes. Yes, that is. Yes, it is petty as fuck. And I'm telling you that, like, that's what I'm.
Yes. Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, but y'all ain't got no.
I know, nobody talking about it. We're
talking about Dr. Dre and his wife. And if you are trying to tell me that I'm leaving this marriage with what I came in with, I'm gonna leave with some other stuff. What you got, babe? Oh, you must be listening to the show.
Yeah.
He brought the K-cup.
Yeah.
Yay!
Woo! Why do you always do this? I can't eat and drink a milkshake.
I'll bring some water.
Okay, thank you.
Where mine at?
Okay. Anyway, yeah, it's messy.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, and he definitely needs to pay. Agree. Okay.
Yes.
Anyway, y'all, but keep going in the comments during the show. I want to hear what petty shit you would do. I'm all here for the pettiness.
Yes.
I mean, if you're gonna, take the faceplate off the light switch. I don't know. I don't know what you're doing, but I want to hear in the comments what petty
reset the thermostat. We have one of those Nest thingies.
Yes.
And I'm the only one that knows how to program it. Yes.
The trash can lid. All the bags, all the trash bags.
Take the trash can lids.
Scrape the finish off the heart. Wow.
Yes, pack your utilities. Yes. Woo, okay,
I
that's
got Blue Trail playing in the back of my head. Hit 'em up style.
Yes, and they
like,
play that song out here like it's brand new, and I'm
really?
here for it. Yes,
Cut the bristles off cut the cords to the TV. All of them. That is evil. That might be evil.
Woo! Yes, cut the cords.
No, that's what I said. All the remotes. Super glue
Take
the
super glue the buttons. Yes, take that plastic. You know how you can put the shade on your window, and it's like contact paper, but it's clear.
Yes.
Put that shit on the outside. You know that would fuck with my husband. He would be like, "Why is the window so dirty? Why? I can't get it off." Yes.
Super glue the buttons on it. That is diabolical. I like the way y'all think, though. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. Yeah, keep going. We're here for it.
We're here for it.
We're gonna go for the next topic. What we're also here for?
Civil disobedience.
Yes, we're here for it. We're here for the civil disobedience in general, but specifically for these Texas Democrats right now. Oh,
salty. Oh,
should I?
She said, "I'm taking the friends and the family. I will be having tea with their grandma every Sunday. Hoop with the fellas. I'm taking up golf. About to be the godmom to his sister's kids. That's what I'm talking about. I'm gonna have to refill my coffee cup on that one. That's thorough.
That is thorough as fuck. God.
That's thorough
and a little scary."
Whew. Yes.
Diva said, "I haven't even had coffee yet, Lord."
I know. I got to go get some more on that one because that you start us off talking about the Texas Dems.
So go get your coffee. So guys, in the last episode we were talking about the civil disobedience that's going on around the world. I think we talked about in Cuba, and we talked about I'm sorry, I tried to eat. I know she was gonna walk away. In Cuba, we talked about Haiti. Well, I don't know if you knew, but recently, the Democrats in Texas have been out here showing out, and rightfully so. So, the Texas Democrats decided to peace out. There was okay, let me go back and I'm gonna read this. Actually, I'm gonna read something to you. So, a showdown in the Texas House was locked into place on Tuesday, last Tuesday, after the chamber voted overwhelmingly to send law enforcement after Democrats who left the state a day earlier in protest of a GOP priority elections legislation. So the GOP was out there doing what they do when it comes to elections law, passing what many states who we expect to do these things are doing around the country, and it's basically passing all kind of laws that restrict and limit who can vote and when and how. And the Texas Dems were doing the only thing they could do, and that was to leave town so that there would not be a quorum and that the vote couldn't happen. So, they didn't just go to Hawaii. They went to D.C. And you know what the Republicans did? You know what the GOP did? You know what the they folk did? They set the law. Oh,
that's all they got.
Yeah, that's all they got. The voting that they were doing, that the Dems were running from, would have banned drive-through voting and 24-hour voting options and restricted the vote by mail rules, the same shit people are trying to do in Georgia and other places. But yeah, the House said they didn't have the quorum. They couldn't do what they had to do, so they sent the law. I I am here for it because these I see y'all in the comments, but I'm here for it because they knew what they were doing. They knew that there was a possibility that they could get arrested. They knew that it was technically against the state law for them to do that. But they're out here having balls like a lot of Dems haven't been having these days. They're playing the same games that the Republicans have been playing, and I'm here for it. I'm here for the reciprocity. I'm here that we finally realized they've been playing chess while we were playing checkers, and they said, you know what, we can't affect the vote if we're here. The only way we can affect the vote is by removing ourselves from the equation, which is crazy that's the way things work around here.
I know. And also calling attention to it by getting arrested, you know, like if y'all gonna run the old playbook, we will too, because nobody's gonna talk about it unless something splashy happens. So we know what you're gonna do. But that's going to get us on the nightly news and put us
very MLK-ish, very
put us in the news cycle, and call attention to the other efforts that are happening in DC, where, you know, one time it was Black women that were standing out there. You know, a couple of days ago it was Black men. Hank Johnson got arrested. You know, blocking the Senate doors and, you know, all of this. So I'm like, yeah. Run that. Since we're running it back, let's run it all the way back.
And let's run it back to the 60s.
Because that's what y'all are doing. You know, that's what you're attempting to do. So let's do it.
Attempting, though. That's the difference. Yeah. And it's amazing how little recourse we have. The only recourse we have in 2021 is to go get ourselves arrested. I mean, it's had me super troubled along with the vaccination thing, but I mean, like, trouble to my spirit that we are in one way or another reliving history. It's terrifying. I was reading, and I'm going to send them to you. I know you're not on social, but I want you to look at these. Some messages that Cori Bush had gotten in her social media and in her DMs and in various, through the freaking official online email channel where you email your congressperson. The things that they have said to her, and I'm going to use the N-word. I'm going to use it because I need to stress here what somebody said to her. Yes. Yeah, I agree with you, Deb. You're right. They, you know, told her the only good nigga is a dead nigga. She took screenshots of these people sending these messages. You know, I hope your children, you know, get raped and murdered. You better watch yourself with your smart mouth. I mean, just if you haven't, those of you who are on social, go to Cori Bush's IG. She has a post where she has outlined the things. There were probably about 10 of them. And she's like, this is what people say to me on a daily basis. Yeah. And I'm like, yeah, but we're, you know, still pushing this lie that this is a post-racial society. But it terrifies me. I mean, like hurts me to my soul. Hey, Tiff Star.
Hey, Tiff Star. Yeah, it is ridiculous that is.
Right.
First of all, anybody who's repeating the lie that we're in a post-racial society, it's like, stop it, because we knew that was a lie the first time you said it after we managed to elect a Black president. Like, y'all are constantly saying things and decreeing things and trying to make it like, because I said it, that's just what it is. And that's not true. It's never been true. And it's just another way. You said something a minute ago about reliving history. Well, some of us are history deniers. Some of us don't believe that, you know, some of us are out here spouting things and saying things. And when people say, hey, you know who used to say that, blah, 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 they're like, head scratch. Like, I didn't know that, or I tucked that away, or I'm going to pretend like I didn't know. So this
Some
whole
of us aren't even history deniers. Some of us acknowledge that this history occurred, but they're looking at it through a different lens, and a lens that allows them to not feel bad about it. You know?
White. That's what I said I was going to start saying now instead of right. White. That's white.
But it does. It allows them to not feel bad, because if you can justify something, then you don't have to feel, you don't have to have feelings about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it literally, I mean, I've been like having trouble sleeping, reading comments about people, comments that people have posted about, race and politics, and somehow race is politicized now instead of just, whatever. And about Black folks and their distrust for the vaccination and all the things they think are happening in order to encourage them to get vaccinated. All of it has me like, because I'm not hopeful, and I don't know what to do, where to go, who to talk to, what to watch to make me hopeful again. Because I mean, I can't be of action. I can't do anything of impact, of import, if I don't have hope. And I don't have hope right now. I don't want to be cynical, but I don't have hope. What do you do with that?
Well, that was one of the reasons why I had to lay social media to the side for a minute, because it was getting to that place where everything is just so, doomsday and just ridiculous, the things that people are spouting and saying and repeating. And when it's us, it's really like, oh my God, like what is happening right now? Yes. And so I was like, I gotta sit this to the side, because I don't want to feel like that. I don't want to be. So, I mean, I haven't watched the news. I think we had Rachel Maddow on the other night, on the other night for the first time in like 3 months, just to kind of see what she was talking about. And, she showed a picture of 45, and I was like, damn, I have not missed seeing that face. I have not. I have forgotten how vile that face is and everything that goes along with it. And still talking about this damn recount in Arizona and Cyber Ninja, and and that's just the tip of the iceberg. And that's the thing, all of this legislation is being passed, the Supreme Court, and it's just like, dude, okay, I need a minute, because I need to just operate in a space where I'm breathing and living and doing whatever it is that gets me through the day without all of that. I'll be back in August. I'll be back in the field, but I just needed some perspective. Because
and I'm trying to figure out how to do that, because I need that. My spirit needs that in a big way right now. But I'm trying to figure out how to do that, because my job, I have to be on social media literally every day, and I have to be looking at what's happening in the courts every day. And then, I also do, how do I say this without saying this? I do volunteerism, for which I am a PR person. And I have to be on social to do that stuff every day. And my spirit needs a break, because for the same reasons you said, I need to just live and thrive and be happy. And then there's this internal war where I'm like, I have the privilege of taking a break to live and thrive and be happy and enjoy and smile when all of the shit's still going on when I step away. You know what I mean? The world is still on fire when I step away. And,
but you need to. It's okay to enjoy a little bit of that privilege. Yeah, it is. You don't have to get on and be all, I'm stepping away because I can, and look at me.
It's not an airport. I don't have to announce my departure.
Exactly. But listen, self-care. That is it. Protect your neck. When you take this vacation, do that. Unplug from that shit. Like, barring something burning down where you are, don't worry about it.
Right.
Save all your pictures for when you get back.
Right.
And then post. Like,
Yep.
don't go on if you can help it outside of letting people know I made it, I'm here, or whatever.
Uh-oh.
And then after that, 3 weeks later, you like,
Yeah.
this was us and such and such, and this is when we did blah 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 blah. Like it has happened already.
Right.
I'm prepared to come on here and say these things because, girl, people are trash. I had no compunction last weekend about not posting anything. I know that I was tagged in photos, and that's fine. But I was like, I'm not going on here. Yeah, I'm not going on here to say anything because what I might find could alter my whole day. It could alter the mood for my day, and I just don't want to deal with it right now. I'm in a different river called denial. I'm just, I need time to be in denial. Yeah, because I have to.
Yeah. So that's what I'm looking for. But I know we have completely gone off track, but you said something too that made me think about, and we'll talk about it later, but I'm going to talk about 45 and how he's been out there basically drumming up vaccination fear.
Girl.
When y'all know y'all were the first ones in line to get, but anyway. Yeah.
Yes, what are we here for again? Okay. We're here for Maria Taylor. We talked about her and Rachel Nichols last week. Maria Taylor chucked the deuces to ESPN so smooth.
But
Wednesday, I think, was her last day. I think that Wednesday night the Bucks won the NBA championship, and that was her last broadcast. I saw her on the Olympic broadcast last night. She got swooped up by NBC. And I'm here for, I said it last week when we talked about Nicole Hannah-Jones, I am here for Black women stepping into their power and being like, up with this shit, I will not put. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't have the network and people inside the network slandering my name. Whether they call my name or not. I won't have the network try to cover it up and not really deal with it. I will not work for a network that will allow that sort of sentiment to fester and punish people who leaked the audio and not punish the person who said it. I won't do it. I'm out.
And take out the word network and replace that with wherever you work.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
I am not here for blank disrespecting me for.
Correct.
And when I tell you the way I am on that vibe right now is unbelievable. We talked about this a little bit last time too. But I am so, you know what? I'm going, no matter what, I am healthy, I am wealthy, I am rich, I am that bitch. I mean, you know what I mean? No matter what, I'm gonna be all right. And y'all got it twisted.
We gonna be all right.
Y'all be right.
We gonna be all right. Okay.
But y'all got it twisted thinking that I need you more than you need me.
Correct.
That's why you got it fucked up. I don't need this shit. I mean, literally, I don't need this. I don't even need the shit that this affords me to buy, because honestly, most of the shit I have, I don't need. But what I'm saying is, I'm going to be all right. I'm going to thrive because I am gifted and I'm talented. And I say I, and I mean you. 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 We have been so conditioned to think that, hey, TL
hey, Rockstar, what's up?
So conditioned to think that we are dependent upon these institutions,
and that we should be grateful.
And be grateful.
If I never hear that word.
And I think so many of us are learning now to how to create our own streams of income and multiple streams of income, how to depend less upon the complex, the firm. And I think that's evident even in things where there's so many folks with gardens now, edible gardens. So many folks who are learning how to folks who are learning how to make clothes, sew, folks who are learning how to, cook new things and eat more healthy. We're learning how to be more self-sufficient. And I think a lot of us for a lot of that started in the pandemic. Mm-hmm. But I think especially for Black folks, we're seeing a lot of that. And I am here for it. I'm not beholden to the complex.
And finding joy in whatever.
Yes.
Finding joy in just being. Finding joy in, a plane delay. It's like my flight got delayed last week, and it was like, but I was like, it's going to be fine because I'm still going to get there and going to have a fantastic time the whole time. Like I literally had to have a conversation with myself. Like, look, you're going to see your girls. You're going to kick it. You're going to do all these things. You're going to drink a lot. You're going to eat a lot. You're going to dance. You're going to do all those things. And you're going to be happy about it. You're not going to worry about any of this other fuckery that's going on because you deserve it. And I'm here for Maria Taylor, for Nicole Hannah-Jones, for all these people who are like,
Cornell West.
Cornell West, I don't need what you got. I don't want the way you're trying to give it to me, steak on a garbage can. And I do for me. So
I'm not going quietly into the night.
I'm not going quietly. You know what I'm saying? Like I think back to Jamel Hill frequently in this particular case, because I'm just like, she took all the bullets and the knives in the back so that everybody else could, feel empowered to, because when it happened with her, she did have to do the dance a little bit at first because she's working on something, right? And she's like, okay, I'll do it because I enjoy the show. But once they took the show from her, she's like, what the fuck am I doing here? If I did the dance and you still took the show from me. So I had to learn a lesson that, I should have learned because I'm a student of The Godfather and I'm a student of all these other, watching white people do it all the time. Okay, so yeah, how about I give you the finger and I'm out. And now she has her own production company. And so I expected to see Maria Taylor crew up with her in Kari Champion, but I'm glad to see that she landed quickly on her feet. And I don't think she'll be long for NBC either, because I think she's just, she's in that light now where she's like, I can pretty much do what the fuck I want. I'm Maria Taylor. Everybody knows my name. They know what I'm capable of. I know what I'm capable of. The end. So,
and we may have talked about this a little bit too. She shouldn't be long for NBC. That's a lesson we can learn from our younger sisters and brothers, and that is, don't get stagnant. Don't get comfortable. You can find joy in something. Don't be afraid to move to the next thing because you're afraid. You're worried that it may not be as secure. You gotta be willing to move. To make moves. And So yes. Absolutely.
Cheetah Girl said, say that part again about delayed flights. Yes, honey. There was a time where a delayed flight meant that I was gonna have to become my father's child. But now, I plan so that I'm never bumped up against something anyway. So I was flying to Vegas, for those of you just joining us, to see Usher, but the concert was Friday. So my flight was delayed on Thursday afternoon. And if I'm honest, it was delayed. It wound up only being delayed by about 20 minutes, but from boarding. But we wound up sitting on the tarmac for 30 minutes because we didn't have a gate, because we were late, because but all these things. But it was like, I don't have to be wrapped around the axle about this because I'm not due somewhere. I'm only due to check in at the hotel, right? So yeah,
and you know what though, key too. It reminds me of how I told Colby when she was learning how to drive, if you're pulling up to somewhere and you see you're about to miss your exit, just miss the damn exit.
Yes.
Don't, be trying to have an accident, trying to get up, miss the exit, turn around and go back.
Yeah.
It's going to be okay. If you get a little lost, don't worry about it. You got GPS. I think we get worked up over shit
Yeah.
That really, if we stepped back and looked at the big picture, we would realize it affects nothing.
Yeah.
So even if you did get on a flight that bumped up to another one, and you missed that next flight, it would be disappointing and it may be inconvenient.
Mm-hmm.
But step back further.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Step back 2 days. Step back 3 days. Is this going to change your life? And we got to, stop and regroup.
Stop and regroup. Like, so I went to the bar and had a margarita. Like, I got time.
Even better.
I got time.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of finding joy, your boy Lil Nas X. Oh.
Can I just say, I am so here for Lil Nas.
I love him.
I do. Now, don't get it twisted. He's done things that I don't like and don't understand. But in general, his whole don't give a fuck what you think. This is who I am. I've been telling y'all this is who I am from the beginning. You just caught on.
Listen, I watched the video this morning and then I was like, oh, okay. I'm here for him doing it his way. I'm here for him being like, look, I'm damned if I do, damned if I don't.
Yep.
Y'all are going to talk shit about me either way. I mean, this is literally the theme of the song, the theme of the video, the whole thing. So it's just like
y'all are not going to make me pretend to be something I'm not. You're not going to shame me into being what a rapper is supposed to look like.
Right.
Okay, so let's go back. Y'all know Lil Nas X was in court this week for his Satan shoes he did. Because he basically took some Nike shoes and modified them and sold them.
And said that there was Satan's blood in them.
Yeah, and sold 666 pair. Now we know many people on the internet take shoes and modify them and sell them. We know that, but he's Lil Nas X, and they didn't like what it was associated with, so he gets to be an example. I'm not mad at that. He did something that was illegal.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta pay the consequences. But the theme of his video was based upon the idea that the judge had convicted him. He was convicted and the judge had sentenced him to prison. The whole video takes place in prison. So I don't know if you need much more information than that.
Let me just tell you, there's a disclaimer on the video that's like, it ain't for your kids. So,
and he had to do that because clearly some of y'all were confused.
Yes,
and they're like,
and you were mad about the "Call Me by Your Name" video, but like, I'm like, did you? Okay, at this stage in the game, honestly, I don't assume any video is suitable for children. No. People are not making videos for children anymore.
Baby Shark in the title or some shit like that.
Shit, Baby Shark probably, got on a 2-piece and is twerking. So I don't trust it. I would not debut anything with children, period. But for the record, this definitely ain't it. Like off top, it ain't it. You will be so through.
But simultaneously,
it is a groove,
a whole bop.
You will be like, oh,
the choreography is by Bankhead, the whole who did Twerkulator, who did WAP. Y'all know the dude in the video going deep, 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 bop, 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 who did all that. That's him. He's the choreographer.
Yes, this is the video with him naked and the dancers naked
in the prison shower. Yeah. And apparently he wrote out the treatment scene by scene. Lil Nas X did for the video, and it's a whole bop. The choreography is. And let's just keep it 100. If it were women, if it were all women,
nobody would be tripping.
Only the GOP would be tripping.
And they would only be tripping because that's what they're supposed to do. Because
Right.
secretly,
yeah. And I love how he I love his whole persona. You know, he's just like, yes, a bookie boo. Yes, that dude. Yes, that's him. He's the choreographer.
Yes. Go ahead, and I mean, obviously, we're not going to show it, but it's on YouTube. Like, don't look at no edited versions. Find the version and watch it, and just get your life. Because I mean, I was rocking to it, and I was like, "Woo!"
And I mean, the visuals are great. It's shot well. The colors are great.
Yes,
it's a good video. If you are prone to be offended by gay men shit, don't watch the video.
Don't watch the video.
It's gay man shit.
Leave it over there.
Same choreographer also choreographed the video for the next song we're about to talk about.
Yes. Which I also had to look up. You know, I don't listen to the radio. I mean, you just know I don't know any of this shit, right? So thank you. Because now both of these songs are in my playlist. But Normani, is that how she said it?
Normani.
Wild Side.
Normani is the truth, as y'all know.
I didn't know. I don't know about her. I know that she did a song with some dude a while back that was, you know, it was cool, but I don't know about her.
All right, Meta, I'm about
now,
to because I'm going to give little pieces of information, Meta, and I need you to fill in the blanks. So Normani was in a group first. She was in one of those groups that was put together, you know. They had like
yes, Dancing with a Stranger. Yes.
Yeah. So before that, Normani was in a group.
Like 3LW? Like
no. It was bigger. It had like a Latina girl. It had and there's another famous chick who came out of it who's Latina. I can't believe I can't remember her name right now. Meta's gonna tell us. But it was a group who had like a Latina girl, two black girls, one dark, one light, a white girl, you know, one of those groups. Camila Cabello. She came out of the.
Is she problematic?
Well, most people are.
Anyway, we're not talking about her. Anyway.
Yeah, she came out of that group too. Now the name of the group is what I can't remember.
Diva said Dream.
No.
Not
Danity Kane. Is it? No. It's a group like that. Anyway. She was in that group.
Okay.
She also not so long ago did a video that had the internet on fire. And it was like a whole, and I can't think of the name of the song right now, but it was a whole 90s video. Now she was not even born. I mean, she probably was just born, but the whole video had a 90s, and you got to look it up. Fifth Harmony. That's the name of the group.
Rockstar said Fifth something. Yes.
So also I need one of y'all, the name of that video she just did a little while back where it was all 90s themed, and that's when people were like, oh, Normani's the shit, I didn't realize.
I think I recall a little bit about that vaguely because of the 90s theme, and everybody was, you know, excited.
Yes. And there were a lot of shit in the video that looked like special effects. There wasn't. She's the shit. Anyway, so this new song, Wild Side, featuring
I thought Motivation was Kelly Rowland.
It is, but it may have been another song, Motivation. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Anywho.
But anyway, this new song, Wild Side, featuring Cardi B.
Okay. Let me just say this about that. During Usher's show, he has a whole segment with strippers and exotic dancers because they didn't take their clothes off. But okay, no one was watching Usher at that part. Like Usher could have dove off the stage and broken his neck, and no one would have known it. Yeah, that is how I felt watching this video. I was like,
right. The very first scene, literally very first scene in the video, her back is to us and she bends forward with her hand over the crotch. And I'm like, oh, okay. I get the tone.
All right.
Tone immediately. But it's amazing. It's choreography.
Samples 1 in a million. I'm gonna just put that out there. Like right off top, I was like, I know this song. Oh, it's 1 million. One of the lines in the song is "Don't roll up in my shit like you lazy," and I'm gonna just leave it there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we know the new
I
video.
wrote it down. I was like, yes.
I want to know the video before this when the 90s theme would meta.
She said it was
motivation. It is motivation. Okay, good. Thank you. I thought you were right. Yeah.
Yes. Afro Jazzy is corroborating. She was also at the concert. No one would have known. Usher could have asphyxiated, and no one would have been like. Okay. Everybody was like, oh my God! Oh my God! Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yes, and Normani was a guest in the WAP video.
Oh,
there was.
Big facts. I do recall. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, I don't generally like. I mean, all those songs are in my playlist. Like, I have a whole Bad Girls playlist, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I moved Wild Side like to the top. Like, I want to hear it first when I play. Yes.
Yes.
All the yeses that ever yesed.
Here for it.
Here for it, exclamation point. And that's on period.
That's on period. Oh, that's how you're supposed to say poo. Periods, poo.
Poo, yes.
Yeah. I didn't know about the Savage Fenty fashion show.
Listen, honey.
Yeah.
That was, I should have done that homework yesterday. Like, I got up this morning and was like,
right? Yes, here for Normani, here for her breaking out of Fifth Harmony and finding herself, because you know when you're in a group like that, you have to be your character.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Rockstar got the tea. Wait a minute.
Well, I thought yeah, you ain't gotta go to work. Yes, that was the Fifth Harmony song. Yeah, that was it, Imani. So I thought that her uncle said y'all could have asked, and I didn't know her people said they didn't. I think that her uncle certainly said y'all could have asked, and other industry folks were like, they didn't ask you, they asked the owners of the song.
Is this the same uncle who worked for R. Kelly that basically?
Oh, I hope not.
I mean, I'm just saying. Sometimes you need to sit down and be quiet.
Yeah, you do. It's free. Shutting the fuck up is free.
Complete free 99. Imani, the name of the group was Fifth Harmony. Yeah. Just to kind of catch you up, because we went through that too. Yeah, they said they didn't use the right. Wow. See, they were on that Robin Thicke shit.
Yeah.
It is that, and anybody who was around in the 90s for the Timbaland phase of Aaliyah's career knows that beat immediately. So shut up. Stop lying. Do whatever. Do it the right way. And yes, Uncle. They remember on Game of Thrones in one of the last episodes when Sansa said, "Sit down, Uncle.
Yes.
Sit down." Yeah. Sit down. Okay. Sit down, Uncle. Anyway, it's the bomb. Get your life. Yeah.
Immediately.
Oh, immediately.
Oh, immediately.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, because she's not streaming anywhere. But yeah. Okay. Anyway.
So
we're here from Wild Side is what we're trying to say.
We're very much here for Wild Side, very much here. And I probably would have named the episode that if I had done my homework first when you sent me. I'd been like, ooh, okay. So switching gears a little bit, the Cleveland Indians baseball squad, they have decided to change their name finally to the Cleveland Guardians, which apparently has some significance to people from Cleveland, which I don't care. You needed to change your name, and I don't care what you changed it to, but it needed to not be Cleveland Indians. So I'm glad it has some significance.
I can't wait to see the mascot.
It is it's like a G with wings on it. I saw it on ESPN yesterday.
Okay, we could have worked a little bit more on that, but
again, I think that's part of the significance piece. I don't know. The sun. So I'm here for that. And now it's time for the Washington football team to get their fucking shit together, because it should not take this long for y'all to come up with a new name. No, it's not Groot. Like, that would have been perfect. And also the Atlanta Braves.
Yes, absolutely.
I see that they tried to get away from some of the imagery that we grew up with.
Yes, but people are still out there doing the tomahawk chop, and it's never going to stop.
Still doing the tomahawk chop. And yeah, it's time for all that shit to go away. All of it.
It is.
All of it.
And I think we'll do the, I don't want to say perfunctory, but changing of names. But I don't know that some of the culture.
While Brian's in office, you won't.
But yeah, I don't mean we. I mean,
I'm like
globally. But I don't know that any of the cultural things behind it will ever change. Like the tomahawk chop. People aren't going to stop doing that.
Well, and already they've tried to, like, mostly now I see the A.
Yeah.
And I know that's
deliberate. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. Because I remember, and I probably, my mom probably has something in a box somewhere with old, Chief Nakahoma and, all that kind of bullshit on it. So yeah, it'll be slow.
Salty! Put that up there, please.
Yes, but we couldn't come up with a better mascot replacement than Blooper. Yeah, see, I mean, it's half-ass. Mm-hmm. We're talking about Divas back. We're talking about changing mascots and changing names of teams that are blatantly inappropriate, such as the Cleveland Indians, and wondering what's taking the Washington football team so long to figure out a new name.
Yes.
They're tired anyway. I mean, like, they should be contracted, but that's a discussion for another time.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
The Bucks won the NBA championship the other night.
And, the only reason I'm here for this is that that means Atlanta was beat by the champions.
Right. I was Team Phoenix because I wasn't aware of what a dick Chris Paul is. Mm-hmm. And I wanted it for him because he's 36.
Yeah.
But I think also that he's part of the reason that they lost. And so anyway, it's over. And I'm glad that basketball is over because it went on for far too long. I mean, basketball's usually been over a month by now. And yeah, I'm ready to.
No, Salty. If he put it in his video, that would not do the trick. That would enrage all of the good old boys in Georgia.
Oh yeah, that would get him killed.
Yes, it would. This was the longest season ever. Yeah,
it was. For it to have been abbreviated, it was the longest season ever. And so, whatever. I mean, I know one person from Milwaukee, and I know she is probably hyped, but we're not friends.
Oh, yeah. I know a few people from Milwaukee, and they're actually like in a state of shock.
Yeah. Now, the Bucks had the audacity to have a shirt that said 2-time NBA champions. The last time they won was 1971. Yeah. And so I'm kind of like, I mean, okay, but the shirt makes it seem like y'all won consecutively. Yeah. Right. And you didn't, like, okay, but whatever. This isn't on here, but I want to say something about championships. I noticed that the Bucks went to the White House, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and Tom Brady was there, being Mr. Personality, making jokes about the big lie and all that shit. And I made the comment that I found it interesting that he went to the White House during the Joe Biden administration and 45's administration, but he didn't go during Obama's administration.
Right.
So when he went during 45's administration, it was like, oh, okay. I mean, yeah, we saw the MAGA hat, he, whatever. But you went to Joe Biden. So
yeah. So it wasn't about party affiliation.
Interesting. And I'm just going to sit that there. I didn't get to sit it there here. I was forced to say something that I didn't want to say out loud because fuck Tom Brady. But I was just like, I see you, Tom.
Yeah. But you already saw him though.
Oh yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I mean, I did. So I was just like, interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I'm gonna give a little music here. I can do anything. Look, it's in a book, reading Rainbow.
I never watched it. I don't know the song. Right. Who's watching?
Yeah.
Y'all's boy LeVar Burton's finally getting his look.
Yes.
So it's this week, right? It's this week coming up. Okay, that's what I thought. All right, because I've been recording it. I haven't gone back and watched Robin Roberts or anybody.
You did a good job, Sajid Gupta.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got all those recorded, so I'll go back and watch.
Okay.
Bucks the Bucks, all
Yes. So y'all. Why does he only get a week?
So that's the same thing I said when they finally announced that he was, and he's the last of the guest hosts.
Mm-hmm.
So first of all, it feels a lot like, I mean, we already know who we're going to hire, but you can come on in and do the dance. We're not going to hire you, but we'll talk to you.
Right. We're going to put you on here because the people have been talking and we need them to shut up.
Right. Because we already know we're getting, some old white man to do this.
Yes. And we just want to appease these people so they will shut up for now. And maybe watch the show.
Yeah. And that's upsetting, but I'm going to support him nonetheless. Yes. I know he's going to be amazing.
Mm-hmm. He's going to be so good. And some of those folks who are on there as guest hosts are really smart, really bright, really knowledgeable, but they come off as very cold. Just because it requires a certain level of, you have to be, at least this much personable.
Yeah.
To be able to engage people and the audience at the same time.
And that's why I don't want Ken Jennings.
Yeah.
And I think that's really who they want to put on there. But I'm like, he's not personable. He's not funny.
He's a little condescending.
He's a lot condescending. Yeah. And you can't be condescending and have a lisp.
Yeah. Does that go on the back of the shirt too? Who's keeping the list?
You cannot be condescending with a list. Fuck that. Mm-mm. No, don't you dare.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. Well, I don't know, Meta, because we'll see. I mean, LeVar Burton is beloved. He's beloved. Remember how LeVar Burton used to say no? I
don't remember.
Oh, Alex.
Oh, yeah. Alex. Yes. Alex was like, no.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No. It did cut. It did.
And I would always be like,
right. And his face would be like,
no. How did you get on here? No.
Yes. Oh my God. So, but we're here for LeVar Burton. So y'all be here for LeVar Burton. Watch it. Make the ratings.
At least record it.
Yeah. Record it at least. Yeah. Agreed. All right. Those are all the things we're here for. And I know we included some They Tried It stuff in there, but
I did. I should have saved Tom Brady for the next.
But for the good. We see y'all. Yeah, y'all here for it too. Okay. But now it's time to actually talk about what they tried.
They tried it. They tried it.
They tried it again and again. Yeah. So we have the Delta. Now we have the Sigma.
And the Lambda.
And the Lambda. Alpha, Beta, Gamma, Delta, Epsilon. We got the variants, y'all. Did you see the Alabama governor? Now, when you have Alabama leadership telling y'all that it's the unvaccinated people bugging it up for the rest of us, maybe you ought to consider getting vaccinated. I don't know.
It sucks being right all the time.
It does.
And
it's really fun, but
as soon as the CDC came out of their face and said, you don't have to wear a mask if you're fully vaccinated, full stop, with no guidance on how, do I have like an aura?
Right.
Do I have a V that hangs over my head? Right. How the fuck do you know who is and who ain't? And also, why do you let it be the unspoken part be perpetuated that if you have a vaccine, you are immune to any of this? And I was like, I feel like they should have just said nothing and let people continue to do it. Because I was just like, this isn't the end. This is the part in the novel where everything feels good. Right. And then you take a hard fucking left. And you're like, didn't see that coming, except we did, because it was happening in other countries. We saw what was. I literally saw an article where doctors are saying that just before intubation, unvaccinated people are saying, can I get the vaccine? Fuck you. No, you can't. That's why I'm not a physician yet. I will get that under control before my degree is conferred. But right now, I want to be like.
Yeah, I saw a similar post where a nurse was saying that she literally had people begging, for the vaccination from the ICU. And it sounds about right. I mean, that doesn't surprise me. It doesn't anger me because you clearly don't understand or care about science anyway. You don't understand that that's not how it works, but you also didn't understand that you weren't being injected with the virus when you were getting a vaccination. You also didn't understand that, yes, you can have a virus and not exhibit symptoms. You also didn't understand that they weren't actually injecting people with syphilis in the Tuskegee experiment. You didn't understand that. I mean, there's so much you don't understand about science that is not elusive, because you don't have to be a microbiologist to understand these things. There's like, you could click on a credible internet source and read the shit and know for yourself.
Credible, like,
right?
Okay.
Right.
Yes.
So it doesn't surprise me that they are on their deathbeds, basically begging for the vaccine. It tracks. Yes, exactly. They don't understand basic science, which is clearly been explained in hella layman's terms for them. That hella.
COVID choosy.
The deathbed is too late for the vaccination. Exactly. But they don't know that because they don't know that, NaCl is sodium chloride. I mean,
listen, we were, sharing hand sanitizer at the table last weekend, and like a drop of it got in my water. And my friend was like, ooh, sorry. I was like, well, the previous president said we should drink it. So it's very upsetting And the predictability is what's upsetting. It's so predictable that now that you have it, you say things like, I didn't know. Yes, you fucking did. You did know. Even the bum asses on Fox News, they're saying it, they're downplaying it, but they're saying it. You did know. You did know. You knew somebody. You know your bum ass neighbor. Something happened to them. You know somebody that used to do something for you. You knew. So don't say I didn't know, and then get here. Or better yet, don't say what was it? My body, my choice.
Yeah.
And so I'm saying, here's what your choice got you.
Yeah.
This is your showcase showdown right here. This intubation or death.
Yeah. But they're using the same terminology deliberately, Diva. They're deliberately saying that because they're saying it equates. If it's my choice then it's my choice for this. Conflating science and politics. There you go. So on social media this week, Bishop T.D. Jakes, who I think pretty much every Black person knows who that is, and most white folks, made a post that at his church, the renowned Potter's House, that they were going back to a mask policy, that you had to be masked for every event, including Bible study, everything. You had to be masked out of an abundance of precaution, considering the Delta variant. And the comments blew up with believers who said they couldn't believe that he had been tricked. They couldn't believe that a man of faith was asking people to do something out of fear. That one was over and over again. You're supposed to be a person of faith, and now you're out here being scared like the rest of them. How could you be so fooled? Where is your faith? People were quoting Bible scriptures, for which, of course, there are myriad other Bible scriptures that are completely combat what you're saying. But and they were basically just castigating this man for wanting to. People died in the Bible.
I'm just saying.
And a lot younger than we are now.
A lot younger.
From
a lot of shit that we would not have died from today because we have medicine.
Mm-hmm. I just got you. Doesn't know anyone is
sick.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Who are these fucking people?
Yeah. But people were they lost their minds that this pastor was not being a man of faith. And I'm like, the way we pick and choose.
Ooh, the cherry picking, honey.
I mean, because I guarantee you out here taking some Tylenol when you got a headache. But that doesn't make you faithless. I don't know. But yeah. So the variants are out here. We got to act like we got some sense. And right now, as everybody's getting ready to go back to school, there's a lot of controversy. Even in Georgia. And I want you to tell me if you see something common between these. BC powder. No, I'll let God handle it. I want you to tell me if you see something common in these different buckets of folk. Okay, something common. Counties that are requiring masks this fall for school kids: DeKalb, Fulton, Clayton. All the rest are not. They're optional. So I don't know how many of you live in Georgia or have lived in Georgia or understand the demographics of Georgia. But DeKalb, Fulton, and Clayton, surprisingly, are Black folks. I mean, basically. Yes, mask has become a political statement. And so many of our of Georgia's counties are not requiring it. They're not requiring students to wear masks.
So here's I'm going to say a quiet part out loud.
Okay. You can whisper it if it makes you feel better.
Thinning the herd. Except for the fact that some people who have done the right thing will get caught up in this.
Mm-hmm.
Thinning the herd. Mm-hmm. And that's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. I do what you want, but the herd will be thinned, mm-hmm. and we will reach herd immunity one way or another. We were trying not to reach it that way.
Right.
Try not to reach it that way. I know that we all learn viruses are not living things in and of themselves. However, the parts of them that are, they have one goal: survival. And that is why we have the mutations. Mm-hmm. That is why the flu mutates, right? Because it wants to survive. It's like, oh, so y'all doing thighs now? Okay, we gonna do this. Oh, so y'all doing, okay, that's the nature of this thing. Mm-hmm. And so it's gonna be alpha. It's gonna be, beta. It's going to be we're going to this is a thing that we are going to be with for the future.
Right. Someone said, we needed 2 good years. I can't remember who said it on here, but 2 good years to just chill the fuck out and try to get a handle on this thing.
Yes. Get somewhere and sit down. Mm-hmm. And see, when you took away the mandates, all people heard was, it's a hot girl summer. Like we back.
Everybody heard we outside. We
outside, y'all. We outside. And then everything just, it's like, aside from, occasional burns or, whatever, like chafing or whatever, there was no drama to wearing the mask. But let people tell it, they were catching COVID from their mask. It's like, because your ass had COVID. Shut up.
Right. The carbon dioxide that I was breathing in. And I'm like, so how are surgeons wearing these masks for hours on end?
All the time.
One little mask.
all the time. Mm-hmm. Yes. And so, sending these mixed messages, making people, because without full context, everybody just assumed it's over. They tried to declare it was over last summer.
Yep.
Oh, the airlines are flying again. It's over. No, it's not.
And it's summertime. We are about to come into cold and flu season where it can only get worse. It can only get worse.
Cheetah girl, I do not envy you. I do not envy you. So I flew Southwest last week, mm-hmm. and no one was tripping. Like there was one time where a flight attendant came up the aisle and reminded the person sitting in front of me, hey, your mask needs to be up. They pulled it up, kept it moving. Like it was not a thing. And I was so thankful. I have flown several times during this pandemic, and I have not yet, knocking on wood, come across, had that happen where somebody had to be removed or somebody was being belligerent and I'm just like, y'all, it's not a hardship. It's really not.
Spirit. You inside Spirit.
It's really not. No.
You haven't seen the fights that have been happening on Spirit recently.
I have heard, but I don't fuck with Spirit. I have flown Spirit before, but those days are done. Like I don't fuck with Spirit.
Somebody got, it was a Karen on American the other day who,
yes,
had to be told, literally the dude said, we don't do that over here. You called one of my employees a bitch.
Yes.
I recommend you go to Spirit.
I saw that. But it's time. It's time for, if you want to nuck, we will buck.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
Or vice versa.
Somebody on
the buck, we'll nuck. Yeah.
Woo!
That's right. Use your power. Mm-hmm. Bitch, get the fuck off this plane.
That's what I'm talking about.
And also figure out how you're going to get from the West Coast to the East Coast in time for whatever you're going by car. Because your ass ain't getting on no other plane. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Woo-wee. I'm with it. I would be putting hoes on a no-fly list. Like that was my job. Like I was the no-fly czar.
You get a no-fly list.
No-fly for you.
Right. Mm-hmm. No-fly for you. Okay. So y'all, there were some folks who were big mad this week in Atlanta, GA. Because I don't know if y'all heard, but there was a huge party in Atlanta at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium this week. Your boy Yeezy had a listening party at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. A listening party, not a concert, a listening party at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And it was fun. It was packed.
$50 cookies. Oh, hell
yeah.
no.
Oh, yeah. A chicken tender plate was $50. A hot dog was $40.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. And when I tell you, everyone I know who went was like
underwhelmed.
Not underwhelmed. They were like, he need his ass beat. That's what Brittany said. She was like, he need his ass beat for this. And let me tell you why. One, it started 2 hours late. Okay, we'll start there. Two, he came out in a bubble jacket. Y'all know what it's like in Atlanta right now.
Let me stop you. Who need their ass beat is everybody who paid to get in that.
Everybody who paid to get in that.
Just start there. Britt, I love you, but no, ma'am.
Nope.
No, ma'am.
Came out in a red bubble jacket and pants. The ground was just covered in white like snow. So he just came out to the middle of the arena floor. His new album, Donda, Bev, came. Yeah, he was on his Lauryn Hill, like I said, started 2 hours late. Came out, stood in the middle of the arena floor while they played the album over the speakers, because it's a listening party, not a concert. And it's just him, red dot, standing in the middle of the white covered ground while folks listened to the album, to the record, whatever we call them for young people now. And they said he did not say a word. Yeah, I feel you, me either. He said nothing. The whole time that they listened to the record, he said nothing. No word. His face was covered in a stocking cap. And he said 0 words while folks listened to his record. And he stood there and walked back and forth across the floor.
But then he fell to his knees and wept about how he's lost his family. Who was in the audience, by the way?
Yeah.
Who was there?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He continues to try it, and I'm thoroughly dismayed.
Wait, get medals.
This was robbery. I'm continually dismayed with people who feed into this.
Mm-hmm.
To me, this is the musical version of Tyler Perry movies. And people support for the culture or for because he's Black or whatever fuck ass reason you're giving. Stop giving Kanye your attention. Stop giving him your money. Stop buying his shit. Stop buying into his shit. I mean, we knew he was off when he started proffering burlap sacks as fashion, right? If nothing else, he was off. That should have let you know. Selling bullshit ass shoes for $400. Stop it. Stop it. And then, everything that happened after that. So, just like people who still pay money to see Lauryn Hill.
Yeah, you're doing it to yourself.
You're doing it to yourself. You're doing it to yourself. His best days are behind him until he goes and sits on a therapist's couch and stops trying to make us his therapist. That is what Tyler Perry has been doing. That is what Kanye has been doing. I'm not your therapist, boo.
Yeah. He saw a therapist, apparently, saw a psychologist, saw a psychiatrist. He was on medicine for his bipolarism and decided he didn't need it anymore. I can't do nothing with you after that. You know better than the professionals. I can't help you. You can't help you.
Yeah.
Huh?
Wait, what? Wait, whose son? What are we talking about?
Yeah, what are you talking about? He?
Who got a son?
I don't know what we're talking about.
Yeah, let me roll back because what?
Yeah, I missed that. Yeah, but Kanye's off, and the thing is, we've known he's off for a long time. That's the thing. It's not like it was gradual, and we could see that he was disturbed.
Yes.
So, and he can't be helped. It's like an alcoholic situation right now, right? We can't help him until
we can't give him a drink.
We can't, and we can't. He has to acknowledge that he has a problem.
Yeah.
We can't want it for him.
Yeah, I'm waiting with bated breath. Does Kanye have a grown son that we did not know about?
Yeah, I don't know anything about what ATL Rockstar is talking about. No clue.
Okay. But yes, he continues to try it, and I urge people within the sound of my voice to stop helping him, stop giving him that shit. He has not hit rock bottom, but he's somehow and still in y'all's pockets, and y'all need to cut that shit out.
Yeah. I mean,
oh, okay. Whew. That was the dude telling her that, okay, he didn't think COVID was real. Got it. Because I'm like, whoa, that's some tea for your ass.
They absolutely love Kanye. Men love Kanye and support the fuck out of him. Absolutely. And you're right, Bev. He has decided he doesn't have a problem, but he thinks that everyone else does. I agree. Which is
the first sign that you have a fucking problem.
Right. And I spent some time, I don't want to say a lot of time, I spent some time feeling bad for him after his mom died, because you could see him acting out in a way that you knew it was a result of trauma.
Mm-hmm.
But then when he was rejecting all the help being offered to him and began to continually act out, I can't want it more than you do. So
no.
Yeah, he tried it. And apparently he tried it and did it, because y'all bought tickets and filled the place up.
Oh, well.
Okay.
Oh, well.
Anyway, you know who else tried it? The Olympic Games. They've been trying it a lot lately, haven't they?
They have been. And they teased me with canceling it. I was like, ooh, they might cancel it. Good. Then, our girl will get to race next year. Yeah. They ain't cancel that shit.
No, but they did, however, create cardboard beds. I'm sure y'all have heard of this. If you have not, let me share with you a story. Our Olympians are sleeping on cardboard beds. Now, the mattresses aren't cardboard, but the beds themselves are. That was done not as a money-saving move, but to keep the athletes from having sex. Supposedly, the structures cannot hold two bodies, and therefore they can't be in close quarters like we know those Olympic athletes do. Every time they get together, there's a proliferation of STIs. That's what they call them now, STIs, and so forth and so on. So they have made cardboard beds. Please do look it up. Yep. And this is what somebody else is like folk don't have sex standing up or laying on the floor or in the shower, but yes.
Cardboard beds to prevent sex.
Cardboard beds to prevent them from having sex on their beds, and thereby discouraging folk from being in close quarters.
The window to the walls. Yes. Nice try, though.
Yeah. Cute. Yeah.
And so what? So what? What's it to you? What's it to you?
If you were so worried about them getting COVID, you wouldn't have congregated all these people in one place. And you know this, and you know that when they get together, every time, this is not news. actually it is news. It's news every time there's an Olympic Games that the athletes be getting it in with each other. They do. That's what they do.
Lord have mercy.
Cardboard bed is not going to stop people in peak physical condition from getting it on. It's not.
It's not. It's absolutely not. Japanese are tired of these little colored children. Oh, Naomi.
Okay.
Yes, they continue to, I'm trying to get in some of this sunlight so I can be diamondy like Edward and them.
You want to sparkle?
I want to sparkle because I feel like I've been. Yeah, oh well.
And you're right, Meta. It would not stop people who are not in peak physical condition.
It would not. Sex only happens in the bed, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so all right. The Norwegian volleyball team, the beach volleyball team, refused to wear bikinis.
Mm-hmm.
And they were fined.
Mm-hmm.
What are we? There's a lot of policing of bodies going on right now by the Olympic Committee in the year of our Lord 2021. And it's random. Like, who gives a shit if they're in bikinis or not? I mean, we assumed that the bikinis allowed range of motion, but we also know that the bikinis were so people would watch.
Yeah, because have you seen the male volleyball players and what they wear? They wear shorts, and not even short shorts. They wear like long shorts. I saw a post on this recently.
Mostly because nobody really wants to. But yes,
I mean, you don't want to see guys, doing hurdles in a Speedo.
Never.
Yeah. But even when there is not a requirement for women to wear these outfits, there's an expectation. Volleyball, pole vaulting, any track and field sport, basically.
Yes.
There's an expectation for them to wear gymnastics. And somebody was like, if men can do, the uneven bars in footed pajamas, then why
Correct. Correct.
Have to have on a thong? I don't.
That they spray paint to their butts so that it doesn't move. I mean, not spray paint, hairspray.
Glue. Mm-hmm. Basically glue. They have Kobe, which is dances, has a tube that looks like deodorant, and it's called butt glue. I mean, butt glue is what they call it. And you basically put it on your butt and then put your leotard down to it.
Jesus.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I see. And I think we should start mandating. I'm with you, Salty. We need to start mandating what dudes wear.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we need to do. Mm-hmm. And that'll put a stop to all this. Because
absolutely.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Find them.
Yeah. I don't even know how we justify this anymore.
We don't bother justifying it. We just do it. We don't have to. Yeah. So the Olympics, they tripping. Did you watch any of the opening ceremony?
No. No. Deliberately. I was just like,
It was so dry.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was like, I guess.
I'm glad for Naomi Osaka that she got to light the flame.
I didn't even get that far. I knew that she did. So, I mean, because of course, by the time they aired it on television last night, it had already happened. So I didn't get to John Legend singing. I didn't get to any of that.
Yep, me either. Man, not a drip drop, not a glitch or a bite.
It was lame. They tried to do some things. Like I was actually wishing that they were over in Korea so we could get some K-pop. Like that is literally, I was hoping BTS would show up, and I was like, damn, that's Korea, not Japan. Damn. I mean, that's where I was. Like it was. Yeah.
I'm not excited about it. I want to support folk.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna watch, stuff that's on because that's what I always do. and I, get into new sports. Like one year we were watching rugby, like our lives depended on it. We never watched rugby before. It's just like stuff that we catch on. It's like, ooh, like one year I watched the shooting competition and I was like, okay, this is bomb. This is dope.
Yeah.
I watched archery after Katniss Everdeen. I mean, so like there's different shit that I will tune into just for kicks, but it's not like must see TV really.
Get out of here. Are they going to televise the breakdancing competition?
Is that real?
No, but I must know.
If that's real, I will find when that's coming on and record because what? Right. Everybody's like,
what? Yeah, that's some shit I will watch. I will get
right.
I will engage for that.
Yeah, breakdance. Oh.
It's not a part.
Okay. Dang. Okay. So anyway, the Olympics are on track to be trash. Your boy Jeff Bezos.
Wait a minute, I got your sound went a little softer.
Jeff Bezos.
I can hear you. It's just softer than it was a minute ago. It was like you did something to the microphone where you rubbed it up against something, and then it went a little softer.
Is it better now?
Yeah.
Okay. Your boy Jeff Bezos.
Not
whatever. Jesus. Yes. Joker went to space. Did y'all see the rocket ship though? Because it really did look like a vibrator. I mean,
yeah.
Okay. Maybe he should market that.
Yeah.
Y'all,
look, they are preparing the ark. I'm not usually a conspiracy theorist.
They are trying to get up out of here.
Wait a minute. Breakdancing is now a part. Okay, I need you to spell out these words because I don't understand what you're saying.
Because at first I thought you said it's not a part. It's now a part.
Yeah, I need to understand. Yes, but yes, it looks like a big old penis. Not breakdancing. Yes, it's part of the Olympics.
Oh.
Find when that airs.
Yeah, we're going to need a schedule.
We're going to need to watch that.
I'm going to Google that right now.
Okay. Absolutely. I'm here for that. They can add BMX. They can add breakdancing.
Big facts.
Yeah, he went up to space or the edge of space. Not even deep space or medium space. He went to the edge of space for 11 whole minutes. And I'm sure it cost $1 gajillion. It starts in 2024, Meta said.
Oh, man. Got me excited.
Okay. Yeah, to the edge of space for 11 minutes for $1 gajillion. He was charging, I think people paid who were on there $28 million to be in space for 11 minutes. 28 million. Yeah. And I mean, I'm not saying that people should be able to tell you what you do with your money, but your ex-wife is out here, funding HBCUs, and you're buying giant space-proof, middle-aged Corvettes, basically. You're having a midlife crisis and spending it at the edge of space. Yeah. He clearly doesn't know what to do with his money, which I don't understand. I mean, the man he has a great philosophy for their for how they innovate at Amazon. You cannot hate on that. His philosophy is basically, you try something new. I can't remember if it's every day or every week or whatever it is. But here's a philosophy that you keep trying something new. And if it fails, we won't do that thing again. But we're not going to keep doing the same shit that we do over and over again. So, yeah, great philosophy, but he doesn't know what to do with his money. You saw that he just is giving $100 million to Van Jones.
To do with whatever he wants.
Yeah.
I could use $100 million.
Right. I could use a tenth of that.
Yeah. If you just giving shit away. And I regularly shop at Amazon. Like, you can look me up. So if you just giving away money for shits and giggles.
$100 million. Now I was like, did Van do like a grant application?
You know, it seemed like he just gave it to him. What did he say? He was giving it to people who were not divisive, but uniters. Not dividers, but uniters.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And Chef Andres. Yeah. Who the fuck is Chef Andres? Andre? Who the fuck is that?
No clue. No clue.
Not a fucking clue.
But yes, straight space travel is going to be just like medicine. They're coming up with all of the innovations, but the average man can't afford it.
And they're like, oh, it's going to be good for everyone. How, Sway?
How?
So you're going to figure it out on the backs of other millionaires, and then you're going to offer it to people on the cheap? No, that's not how it's going to work. But thanks for trying. Right next to trickle down economics, that's how this is going to be, create jobs for the common man. Fuck out of here.
Right. I'm like, what the fuck was the criteria? That part.
Right. I can put a grant together right quick for $100 million.
Because can I get somebody to pull it back to the top of the set?
$100 million?
Right.
Does that mean we don't have to watch Van Jones cry on TV anymore? Like, he can quit that job?
No, he ain't gonna stop that. He probably gonna do more now. Yeah, let's pollute space.
Let's just fuck it all up.
Yes.
Fuck it all up.
Oh my gosh. I feel like he and Kanye could be friends.
They are exhausting. They are exhausting.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's see what else we got to talk about. And I don't know if somebody asked how long Richard Branson was in space. I'm not sure, but I feel like I heard it was shorter than that. I feel like it was just a few minutes, but it was less than the 11. I don't know.
I have not been tracking white men in space, honestly. I know that it happened, but okay. I just didn't know who he was.
Yeah, well, good.
During the government shutdown, Congress was giving food to those who were struggling. He does a lot. But Van Jones, right.
Okay. Yeah. So while we're still on, they tried it. Somebody please explain to me what HBO as a unit is thinking to have canceled Lovecraft Country.
No Lovecraft Country for old men.
None. I don't understand. It's literally nominated for a gazillion awards.
Emmys.
And as a unit, it's I don't know if Journey Smollett is cursed.
Yeah,
but first there was Underground.
Get fucking canceled. Like,
and the shows are so good that she's on. They get canceled. They're not bringing back. I don't understand the rationale. Somebody's like, "Oh, there's not a lot of story left." How many books are there that exist that there's not a lot of story left that we keep going on? I don't know that
Game of Thrones.
Yeah,
they went way forward of the Game of Thrones book, and you can tell if you are a Game of Thrones person, you know the exact season that they outpaced the book because it just started being ridiculous, and it was like, so you could totally do it.
You could totally do it. Of course, I'm putting back on my conspiracy theorist hat, which I don't often wear, but it was uncomfortable. It was some uncomfortable race shit in there. And I wonder, and so I wonder if that has anything to do with it.
From what I understand, the second season was going to be really different. Like, the country was going to be divided into different regions, and basically there was like Black World and this other world, all this that was going to stem from what happened at the end of Lovecraft Country. I mean, the first season. So maybe they were just.
Yeah, I think so. Misha Green did make a deal with Netflix, but it's not for Lovecraft. Yeah, But yeah, they love canceling Journey Smollett, and she is doing some amazing work. I don't know,
all the time.
that show was amazing and epic, and the critics are showing that they agree. But for some reason, HBO is out here disappointing us. So
yeah, no, let's don't get Shonda. I mean, no shade to Shonda, but I don't know about Shonda in sci-fi.
Yeah, not for this.
All her shit is already a little bit shark jumpy. So
a little bit, yeah.
A little bit, yeah. But yeah, so yeah, Miss Tipstar, you can stop waiting. There's not going to be a season 2, and that's total bollocks.
Yes, it is. It is. So yeah, they tried it. You know who else tried it, and they tried it against each other, and that is Kevin Hart.
I didn't even look that shit up. I was like, I absolutely don't care about this. So tell us.
Let me tell you what these fools are out here doing. So for Kevin Hart's birthday, Nick Cannon thought it would be hilarious to send him a llama. A full living creature.
Not a llama.
A big ass llama. And Kevin, you know, and the delivery person had a note. It was, you know, it was a funny. He deliberately, you know, was trying to get him. And Kevin is like, what am I supposed to do with this shit? Like, do I walk it? I mean, I don't know. Where do I put this? He sent him a whole llama. So this week for Nick Cannon's birthday, Kevin Hart put billboards in major Black cities around the country with Nick Cannon's face that said, if you need some parenting advice, call Nick Cannon and put his real phone number. And so the country has been blowing up Nick Cannon's phone. And Nick has been showing on his stories how the numbers that, you know, how the number appears, it's just been doubling up because people are constantly calling.
Oh my God.
And he's answered some of them, and he'll just answer and be like, hey, yeah, click, hang up, hey, yeah, click. And thousands of calls over the past few days. And he's just like, Kevin is an asshole. He put his real phone number out there, and people have been calling it constantly to get him to see his face. He's been answering some. A lot he hasn't been able to because there are dozens and dozens of people calling at the same time. He's clearly going to have to get a new phone. But
clearly,
yeah,
that's
so
funny.
Let me just tell you, I don't even listen to prank phone calls on the radio because I can't. I know it's something about it.
It's like anxiety producing.
Yes, it's anxiety producing. So I don't understand these friendships where you are doing pranks on each other that alter your lifestyle. They alter the way you live.
Remember, there used to be a couple on YouTube, and that was their shtick. You know, pranking each other. And I'm just like, listen. And the shit that they were doing to each other, I was like, I would quit you. Like, I would leave you.
Yes.
Because you're at some point you get to the part where you're doing things that actually are traumatizing to me. Like, this past jumping out of a doorway, I was like, somebody's gonna get fucked up because
a llama. Somebody is having llama meat. I mean,
I'm making a sweater out of the llama.
I mean, like, what am I supposed to do with that?
Yeah.
And people with more money than brains. Yes.
Yes.
Wasting resources.
That part. Part.
Yeah. I guess, you know, one day when we're rich, we'll see what kind of things we do with each other. But I just don't feel like you're going to be sending me a llama.
No, I'm more of a meet me at Peachtree DeKalb Airport. Bring your passport.
Yeah.
That's it. That type of shit I'm on.
I'm like, more of the girl, I saw you like that bag, look in your mailbox.
Right. I saw you. When we were together last, I saw. Yeah, I'm that. I'm not. Right. I'm going to send her an alpaca.
Right. And yes, Meta, poor
I
llama.
saw her grass was a little high. I'm going to get her a flock of sheep to organically cut her grass. What? No. No. No.
No.
No, no, no.
Oh my gosh.
So Y'all know how on TV they make this scene really cute where your boyfriend like, you know, sneaks into your house, sneaks into your room, and y'all have a little, you know, tete-a-tete, and nobody finds out because you're real quiet, and then he skips on, and the next day y'all have a giggle about it, or somebody knocks on the door and you're like, you open the door a little bit, like at the beginning of Scream. You're like, what do you want? Why are you bothering me? You know, dudes behind. Remember how like that was all harmless and cute, and yeah. Check this shit out.
Right.
A father was shot and killed by the 17-year-old sneaking into the house to see a 14-year-old. The father, presumably the owner of the home, was shot and killed by the intruder, sneaking in to see his underage daughter, like not the age of consent.
Nope.
He used a ladder, broke into the house. The father, they moved the 14-year-old to another room because they saw him. The father and the 17-year-old got into an altercation because both of them were packing. So first of all, you sneaking into my fucking house with a gun, like
right. To see a 14-year-old.
14-year-old. They get into an altercation, and the father was shot and killed. Only in Louisiana, in his house.
So let me tell you about that little 14-year-old girl.
Tell us, Nessa.
Let me tell you how. Dang, Agent May. Let me tell you how, for the rest of her life, she has to live with the fact that because she was disobedient and because she was fucking around with someone who she should have been fucking around with, her father is dead. And the rest of her family has to deal with that as well.
Yes.
Because of her decisions, her inability to delay gratification, her inability to prioritize, her ability to be obedient at 14 years old, her father is dead. They might want to put her on some kind of watch. You know, I'm just saying.
Yeah, they would go ahead.
Yeah, she might need to be under a code because somebody needs to watch her. I don't know if I could live with myself after that. Kids, stay in a kid's place and stop trying to be grown. I see you. I know. Yeah, the father is dead because the little girl just couldn't be away from her, from some 17-year-old darn near man who told her he loved her or was going, you know, do it all night or something. Some lie they be telling. And right, all of it's lies. You don't love her. You ain't doing it all night. You have nothing to offer her.
Yeah, the big lie is all night.
Yes, big lie.
Who is this dude who sneaks in with a gun and uses it? Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I need to understand. Like the only way I'm okay with this is if I'm not okay with this, but the only way that I start to listen to this is if there was some sort of abusive situation that was happening and I'm coming in to get you out of this, right? But there's no reason that you, like, I feel like, you know, I'm the 14-year-old and I told you my dad has guns and you're like, so I got guns too. And you sneak in with your gun. Like that's not what you were supposed to take from my statement.
And a couple of things there. He didn't sneak in. He sneaked there.
Yes.
She let him in.
Let him in. Yeah.
And also, who are you that you're 17 and you're packing?
Yeah. What do you do?
Yeah. What are you doing?
What is your occupation?
And that you're 17 and you're packing and you're cool with being with a 14-year-old. I mean, somebody who just like started menstruating. And, you know what I mean? Somebody who, you know, is still getting pimples all over her face, and I don't know. Somebody who's probably not even even probably somebody who's not even stopped growing yet. And, and I don't know. Yeah,
I don't know if he's in jail.
Yeah, I think he's in jail.
I think so, but
yeah,
crazy.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm the rest of the family members, how I forgive her for that. I don't know how. I'm not that gracious yet.
Yeah,
God's still working on me.
Work in progress.
Yeah, absolutely that. Please, ma'am, with your scientific acumen, explain to me what the fuck monkeypox are. If you don't mind. I get that they're not as scary as they sound. That they've been around, but not.
It's pretty scary.
Okay, yeah, explain.
It's apparently more related to smallpox than chickenpox. It's ugly like smallpox. Like,
oh yeah, I heard people saying you need to Google what it looks like. I don't know that I want to.
It's horrific. I won't even put the picture up.
Okay.
It's called monkeypox because that's where it was first discovered. So, like with chickenpox or whatever. There's no cure. There's no vaccine for it. They in areas like it's indigenous to Central and West Africa, and like really tropical kind of environments. People get a smallpox vaccine, and that offers some coverage. There's some VIR drug, VIR, which stands for virus, that they can give you. But generally, it's like, you got to ride it out, bro. And it can be really serious. It can kill you. People don't generally die from chickenpox, but they did a lot of people died from smallpox. The infection can last anywhere from 2 to 4 weeks. So,
okay. The reason we're even talking about this is because there was an American who contracted monkeypox in Nigeria before traveling to Texas earlier this month. Yeah, and so he was on a plane. And so basically there were people in 27 different states who were from
200 people. Yes, it's here.
So it's here. Yeah, it's here, Deb, because this dude brought it. He had it, and he went on a plane, and there were 200 people there from 27 different states, and yeah, so it's being monitored here, and that's it's like virus on virus on virus.
And he flew through it. He flew through Hartsfield, just FYI.
Yeah,
from Lagos on his way to Dallas. So, fever, headache, muscle aches, backache, swollen lymph nodes, chills, exhaustion. 1 to 3 days, you get a fever and a rash, and then, go see your doctor. Monkeypox. Because we don't have enough to worry about. We don't have enough to worry about. We got to add that. I also read that, there's more people coming down with the common cold, and, there's going to be more people with the flu, more than likely. Yay, fun times.
Yeah, it's like, are we in a book? Are we in a novel?
Stay home or cover your fucking face. Like, this is the thing about the mask. Like, more than COVID, I don't want any other shit you got. I feel like COVID is it highlighted people's horrific hygiene.
Yeah.
And people who have generally good hygiene, I'm not suggesting that they were immune to COVID, but I just feel like, I already was, I don't know you. Why are you touching me?
Right.
I already didn't want to sit up on you in a movie theater. I already didn't want to, I would turn away from a restaurant because it was full already. Yeah. So, there's things that my behavior hasn't changed as a result of it being a hot vax summer or whatever they're calling it.
Yeah. Well, my behavior, I have issues. And so I have these, swings where I get super hyper vigilant about hygiene, and I'm like constantly, before COVID. And then somewhere I come back down to what I say is a fairly normal level of just caution. I obviously now I'm back up, I'm the crazy end of the upswing, but I've noticed that my husband has changed the way he does things a little bit. He's still not nearly as hygienic as I am, but I would say, like, last night he went to pick up food from this restaurant and he came back and he was just like, there was a COVID event waiting to happen. There was a COVID event waiting to happen. And he's just like, people are at the bar elbow to elbow, literally. So I think that some folks are still are a little more aware, so that even if we're generally careful people, that we're more so. Folks still ain't washing their hands for 20 seconds though. That I know to be true. I know to be true.
They're not using soap.
They're not using soap. They're not washing it for 20 seconds. Folk act like 20 seconds is a long time. You literally can get lost in a single thought for 20 seconds and be like, oh, but. Listen,
I have a thing about public restrooms.
Yes.
Already. But when I was at the pool last week, it was like, I'm not going all the way back to my room to use the bathroom. So I used the bathroom. And these ladies came in and, oh, I like your bathing suit. Oh, We get into this conversation. I'm washing my hands. That bitch never washed her hands. She followed me out of the bathroom and went her way and I went my way. And I looked at my friend and was like, that bitch didn't wash her hands. She didn't wash her hands. What? Really? We weren't.
I get people who come in the bathroom to throw something away or flush the toilet, and they're like, "But I didn't use the bathroom." But you touched all this shit that people did touch who did use the bathroom. Wash your hands, nasty bitch.
Right, Meta. She washed them in the pool. We weren't at the same pool. That was so unnerving. I was like, she didn't wash her hands.
Yeah, no.
We had at least a 2-minute conversation. She didn't wash her hands.
Those are the boldest. I've had that happen to me before. People who will sit there and look at you washing your hands, and they'll be like, you know what? I'm
like, oh yeah, thank you.
I'm deciding differently. I'm going to actively decide to be gross. I'm going to look you in your face while you are being clean.
In the eyeballs, what did he say? In the windows of your soul.
Right.
Not wash my hands.
Right. Mm.
Yes, I could have scrubbed in for surgery, but I wasn't washing my hands for 2 minutes. But seriously,
There you go. What is going on out there? And I know there are a couple of people on here who are from Cali, or at least from the West Coast, or on the West Coast. I'm giving my dog a Kong, y'all. That's why I'm looking all over the place. What's going on out there with the mega fire, which first I didn't know was a thing before now, a mega fire.
Yes, Cheetah Girl, she was white for sure.
So what's going on with the mega fires? What the fuck?
I don't know. It's wildfire season. And it came early, apparently, this year. But this is the time of year where people are mad, irresponsible. And I every year I'm amazed and shocked. We did have the heat wave, which, of course, tends to exacerbate because people are using more of the power, and PG&E is bullshit, and their power lines are bullshit, and, shit happens. So I don't know. I have not been keeping up with with the fires. And part of it is because where I live, like I said, if wildfire reaches me, it has burned down all of San Francisco, all of Oakland. I mean, like a lot of shit has happened. What I get is the smoke here.
Yeah.
Also, I don't watch the news regularly. And unless I wake up and it's red dawn, which happened last year, I'm just kind of like, oh, damn. So I'm not sure, what's happening and where it's happening, but I know that it's happening.
Apparently there was a Dixie fire. I don't. Okay. So anyway, Dixie fire grew to mega fire status this week because it's more than 221 square miles in size. And it's now the largest wildfire in California. First of all, I didn't know we named fires, but there you go. It's Dixie fire.
Yeah. A lot of times they're named for like where they started.
Okay.
Now, I'm looking it up now because anyway, mega fire has to do with how many acres have been burned.
Okay.
That designation has to do with how much, and I'm always amazed at how much acreage is left to be burned
right
after the season is over. Because I'm like, I mean, California should be a wasteland if you ask me. Yeah. And a lot of times it started by people fucking smoking and dropping their cigarettes or, gender reveal parties. With, I mean, because fireworks are banned out here. Like you can't use them unless you are one of the people putting on one of these. You just cannot have casual fireworks. And this is why. So
I think Cheetah says that she flew over a mega fire last week. What the hell? What was that like?
And it's crazy because you can see it and you can, I heard that smoke had reached New York.
Wow.
Like that's how ridiculously large these fires get. I'm trying to see if this is the one that was caused. There was a couple that was recently sentenced to, I feel like they got some jail time because they were brown. But it was a gender reveal party gone wrong, and it sparked one of these fires.
Wow. Named after a local creek. I guess you're talking about the Dixie fire. Okay. Bev says it's named after a local creek.
Yeah. And I'm bothered by the fact that they, got jail time and they're brown because they're brown. But also I'm like, okay, but something needs to stop y'all from doing this shit. You can have a gender reveal without pyrotechnics. I mean, like you just can't.
Gender reveals, though.
Why are we having gender reveals? Right. For the same reason we had promposals and all this other bullshit. The bootleg
fire in Oregon. Okay, got it.
Yeah. That's some of the haze has reached. But yeah, I mean, it's always serious out here, and it's like, along with everything else, I mean, I think people are desensitized to it here.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, I don't live in that area. But I mean, like a couple of years ago, or maybe it was last year, Sonoma wine country. I mean, it's a real thing. Like it affects real shit. It's not just happening out in the desert somewhere. People lose their homes. The insurance companies are bullshit and, try to act like, oh, well, and it's like, PG&E says its equipment may have started the Dixie fire. So PG&E is like our electric company.
Yeah.
Yeah. And when shit like that happens, it's like, okay, so who's going to pay for all this?
Right.
Hot mess.
Okay.
And it comes from all areas. So like, down in Santa Cruz, which is, an hour south of me, there'll be fires, and up north of me and to the east and west. And it's crazy. It's like pretty soon you're just gonna be hopping in a circle with a little cup of water, hoping.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Who will clean up all the flowers?
So, yeah, first of all, the couple who was set afire with the gender reveal, they tried it. They really tried it. But,
they tried it.
I don't know why my child is texting me. She knows I'm doing the show.
My child is texting me as well.
Let me just tell her to come on. Anyway, something that I don't know if I want this to be in the they tried it or in the here for it category. And this is our
yeah, I wasn't sure where to put it.
I'm not sure where I wanted to go. I'm here for the fact that it's recently come out that there were 4,500. Let me rephrase that. Let me say it a different way. 4,500.
Sorry. Sorry, go ahead.
4,500 FBI tips that were called into the FBI against Brett Kavanaugh during his confirmation hearings. 4,500 FBI tips. Yeah, they tried to be here for it. 4,500 tips against Brett Kavanaugh. And that they're starting to follow up on some of these tips, the FBI is. So I'm here for that. But they tried it in the fact that why weren't we paying attention to these things before?
You know why.
I mean, I know.
You know.
So, I'm here for any follow-up that would lead to
getting rid of that motherfucker.
That. But at the same time, I'm just like, really, y'all? We couldn't have done this way back when. We couldn't have done this when it actually was relevant.
We could have prevented this. Yes. We could have straight up prevented this.
Yes, exactly. Because let's say there are 4,500 tips. Some of them are crackpot.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, some of them are
crackpot. A lot of them are not.
A lot of them are not. And folks been saying that Brett Kavanaugh was a drunken, rapey frat boy since before he was confirmed.
Since before he was confirmed.
And so yeah, I don't know. Are we trying to be here for it? Are they tried it, but we're here for it? I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing is that I don't know what will actually come of it.
Yeah.
Because are they going to fire him?
No.
So, like.
Yeah. Well, maybe we'll know exactly who we have, who we have elevated. Who we have elevated in our country. Yeah. Anyway, y'all, we've been here for it. And they tried it, and now we want to know what y'all are up to for our C block. As we've y'all hung in here so far already to almost 2.5 hours, which we appreciate. And as we start to wrap up and bring the show down to a close, we want to know what are y'all up to, and talk a little bit about your reading list. So let's jump right in. Travel. Where are y'all going? Are y'all trying to go anywhere? If you're going, what are you doing to be safe? What's going on? Ooh. We know you just went to Vegas.
Yeah, I just got back from Vegas, which was, different.
To the edge of space.
To the edge of space, yes. And I'll be in Atlanta at the end of next month, unless, they do like a full-fledged shutdown again.
Right.
Forbid. But if they do. But yeah, I'll be in Atlanta at the end of the month, next month.
Okay. And I'm going across the pond. Well, we were supposed to, our trip had to be limited because of quarantining requirements, and I wouldn't try to go anywhere where I had to sit for 10 days and waste money. So so the whole fam is going on a trip, which should be very interesting for 7 of us. But we'll be leaving this Thursday. I'm looking forward to that. Ooh, Thailand. That would be amazing.
Nice.
Are you trying to go solo? Are you trying to go on a group? What are you trying to do, Cheetah? Yeah, I'm done. Yes. So where else? What are y'all going? What are y'all trying to do? Or are y'all just sitting tight later? Are you gonna try to fit in a few quick ones before the inevitable down?
Like, woot, woot.
Right.
Crap.
Yes. Okay. Olympics. I don't know what you got to. Oh, what are we watching on the Olympics? We talked about that already.
Yeah.
And TV and movies. What you watching, Mick?
It's okay. I'm about to start. I'm gonna finally start Loki.
Okay, good.
And I'm trying to think. I'm watching Grownish.
Mm-hmm.
Someone recommended Fleabag to me, so
I
think
heard
I'm
that was
gonna
really good.
Yeah. I got to get it all in because once I start school, like, that's it. It's all recorded. It's all, it's wrap. So, oh yay! Insecure finished filming. Yeah. So waiting for that. I'm trying to think. There was something else though that I was like, I'm gonna watch Space Jam.
Yes, me too. Me too.
Because I'm here for that. So I mean, I know it's gonna be cheesy and cheeky and all that shit, but I'm here for it. So.
Oh, let me see what was the name of this movie I watched. Accident. I didn't even know about it, but you know how
Gunpowder Milkshake.
How did you know?
I just guessed. I watched it on Sunday. It was good.
Super weird. Out of all the movies in the world, we have not discussed that you would guess that's the movie I was talking about. A little creepy. But yes, Gunpowder Milkshake, which I enjoyed. Did you enjoy it?
I did. It reminded me of another movie that Carla, I can never remember the name of the movie, but it was kind of stylized like that. So
yeah, I enjoyed it. Yeah, it's on Netflix. Didn't know about it before I came across it just in a search.
Gunpowder.
Yeah.
GUN.
Mm-hmm.
I see that's not helping.
Yeah, it's got Angela Bassett. It's got
Michelle Yeoh.
Yeah, Allison. What's her name? Brie. Oh fuck! Not Brie Larson. I can't remember. Maybe it's Brie Larson.
The chick that played. She was in Jumanji. She was the girl in Jumanji. She was also Nebula in Guardians of the Galaxy. I can't think of what her name is, but her Cersei, Lena Headey, whatever her name is. She's in it.
I feel like it's Allison something. Anyway, yeah, Gunpowder Milkshake, good. And
Fireplace too. Okay, that's
I
on my list.
About that. I know. I'm sorry, Tiff. You were waiting for Lovecraft.
Sorry, we had to bust your bubble on that one.
Yes. High on the Hog. Cheetah's watching. Great show.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Also, you know
Meta's watching Grey's.
Oh yeah.
This past season.
I gave up on Grey's, but I'm thinking about going back and watching Grey's. You know what? I also never watched the last season of Scandal. And I think I'm gonna go watch it just to watch the last season.
Never watched the last season of Scandal?
Nope.
Dude, I went back and watched the whole series of How to Get Away with Murder, and you never saw the last season of Scandal?
Nope. Okay. I know.
Interesting.
So I'm gonna do that. But I've also been watching Living Single on Netflix or wherever it is, Hulu, wherever it is, from the beginning, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm gonna watch Space Jam too, as well. Yeah. And then I think we talked last time about what books we were reading, but I'm about to start the one that Jasmine Guillory
finished it.
You did?
Yeah. It was good.
Okay.
Yeah, I loved it. I love all her stuff.
Yeah, I did too. I usually do too. That's why your face made me afraid.
No, because I was going to say another book that somebody mentioned, not last time, but one that I found that I think I'm going to read. It's called Caucasia. And it's about these twins that, it's a mixed couple, a black dude and a white chick. And then their daughters it reminded me of Quincy Jones' daughters, like Kidada and Rashida, because one of them is darker and one of them is fair. And I think the marriage splits up and the darker daughter goes with the father and the lighter daughter stays with the mother. But, the twins, they were close. So, I'm going to see.
Okay. Deb is reading The Sweetness of Water by Nathan Harris, which focuses on the period immediately post-Civil War. Interesting.
Okay.
And Cheetah needs to finish her Obama book. I don't know if we discussed this before, Cheetah, but yeah, it's a force. It is a force. It is it's not easy to get through. Great information, but it is not becoming in that it is not an easy and engaging read in that same way.
Right.
Yeah, so I'm trying to think of what a couple more, what we might call beach reads to take a vacation.
So I read I think it's called the Bromance Book Club. There's 4 books.
Oh, I love a series.
Right. So it's about these guys who read romance novels to fix their relationships. So they call them the manuals, and they use it. So the first one, there's 4 different ones, and they follow, different people in this group. But I forgot what the child's name is, Lissa something. Where's my phone? But they're cute, fun, quick reads. And she just dropped number 4. And I, read it pretty much in very easy reads.
Okay, that'd be good for me to take on vacation, huh?
Yes. I'm going to find the name. I'm going to find the author.
Okay, and text it to me, please.
Okay.
Anybody else got any beach reads? Something that's easy, that's not going to make me sad, but that is going to be something good to read on vacation that I might download and listen to on the plane or in the hotel. I don't have to think too much about. Nothing's going to make me angry.
Yeah, no, we don't need that.
If you got any of those, holler at me in the comments and let me know while we close it out for today. Y'all,
yay!
It's always fun to meet with the people.
Always.
Oh, have we met about an app called Met? Ooh, take on dating apps with Black folks. Yes.
Oh, snap. Okay.
Yes. Okay. I'm here for that.
Have we met?
Have we met?
Right. I'm writing that down. I'm always looking for.
Got it. Thanks, guys, for hanging with us for 2 hours and 32 minutes today on your Saturday morning. We could be doing anything while we're still outside. We appreciate it. Again, follow us on all platforms at Twofer Blog. Read our blog at twoferblog.com and then drop comments on the blog or on social media. I'm tell you a little bit about our partners. It was fun, Cheetah. Thanks for coming and hanging with us.
For real.
Our partners. First of all, I'm gonna put this plug at the beginning. Partner with us, guys. When we say we have partnerships, all we want to do is we want to big up Black folks out here doing big things. We want to share your business on our platforms, on our website, in our social media. We want to tell people to come and check you out. We want to be your free advertisement. It costs you nothing. We're just asking for basically an intellectual barter system. You big us up, we big you up, and share. And that's how we promote each other. That's how we help each other grow. So if you want to be a partner with us, that's all it means. Shoot us an email at holla@twoferblog.com. It's right there on your screen with partnership in the subject line, and let us become a partner with you. Let's share. Let's have a symbiotic experience. All right. So I'm gonna go backwards a little bit and just talk about our partners. 4 out of 5 Black and brown women are considered overweight or obese. Let's change that narrative. Curly and Spiritually Fit is a place where Black and brown women come together and take control over their health and souls. The person who's over curly and spiritually fit, Dance with D, does online Zumba classes every week, which are great and fun. It's a good experience. Go out there, check it out, have a little fun with us. Melanin Mindscape is a blog dedicated to Black TV, Black history, and Black lit. All melanin all the time, and we are not lying. Creative Sippin' is a unique and exciting paint and sip studio in Chicago. They offer a variety of different activities to partner with your paintings, such as karaoke and comedy. A night at Creative Sippin' is a full night, so you don't have to worry about bringing several things to do or figuring out other things to do. But while the studio is always BYOB, that just means your favorite drinks and your snacks are always near. If you can't make one of the classes in the studio, don't worry. They will send you a kit to your house. You can order it online. It will be delivered with everything you need to enjoy all the fun in the comfort of your own home. It's a party in a box. Disrupting Balance blog and podcast platform uplifts women embracing the transitions and decisions in their personal and professional lives. Actionable strategies plus purposeful content equals winning, a life disrupted in your favor. A little bit about the founder of Disrupting Balance. She is a former actress, former attorney, business owner, and she brings all of that experience into really some big introspection that helps you to just be the best you are. Spiked Sweet Tea is a podcast hosted by April Nicole and Dina Haynes, two Black women from Atlanta, not Georgia. They are different. Southern hospitality, but spiked. They discuss a range of topics, including pop culture, current events, health, society, and even politics. Gluten-free Black girl inspires flavor and creativity and beauty if you like the way food looks in your gluten-free meals. Starting the journey to transition to a gluten-free lifestyle can be challenging, but with representation, without representation, the frustrations glow. So a gluten-free Black girl, you'll find balance, comfort, and reassurance, making you feel empowered through your food. And then finally, Clay Botanics. Handcrafted skincare blended with Ayurvedic and botanical ingredients to keep your skin and spirit feeling youthful and radiant. And we still have not gotten that picture, Mickey, of you in your mask. But Botanics. We hope you will partner with us. We hope you will join us again next time we do one of these Twofer Tea on a Saturday, or if we do another pop-up, because the pop-ups are always a fun way to check in midweek. So thank you for who you guys
appreciate you. Appreciate you.
We love having these little kikis with you guys. And it'll be
a minute
till the next one, because we're trying to hold these vacations sacred.
Get it in while we can.
Exactly. But we'll be back at you. And Mickey, thank you. I love you. I got it back. And we will talk to y'all again later.
Oh, snap. Miss Tipstar says she's creating a Twofer blog commercial break on her stream.
You are the MVP. The MVP.
Hey. Let me know if you need my voice.
Yes.
I try not to make it so flat.
Oh, I like that. Live life, ladies. That's a good sign off. I like it, Cheetah. Live life. It'll do the thing. All right. I'm out.
Do your thing. Try to do your thing. All right. Bye, y'all. Bye.